What is up, everybody? Goose here, coming back at you with a video. We're going to be reviewing the Saints draft. Saints didn't have any draft picks. We only had 5 picks in the draft in 7 rounds. We didn't have a first-round pick. We didn't have a third-round pick or a fifth-round pick. But we did pick. We did have a second, a fourth, a sixth, and 2 sevenths. I'll go over the picks a little bit and what I thought of them. Now we're going to go over the first one. Is going to be our first pick in the draft was a second-round pick where we picked up a offensive lineman, a center, from Texas A&M, Eric McCoy. Yeah, it's not a flashy pick. No, it's not like no, it wasn't like a wide receiver, running back. It wasn't flashy, but you gotta have depth on offensive line if you want to succeed in the NFL. Now, Max Unger left for the NFL. I'm sorry, he left. He retired. Excuse me. Max Unger retired last year, so that left the hole for us. Now we did go sign out in free agency the guy out of Minnesota. So and my mind's still lost here. Nick Easton. So that added some depth, and we also signed this guy Eric McCoy in the draft. So that adds some depth to our offensive line that we much needed. Now this guy, they say that he was tested out, late first round. So I think we got a very good offensive lineman. He's going to be he played in the SEC. So I think this is a good pick for the Saints because it addresses some needs that we have. And look, if this guy can be a starter in the NFL for years, it's going to be a great pick. Now in the second pick we had, the fourth round, we picked a safety out of Florida, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. This pick's, it's a good pick. Marcus Williams struggled a little bit last year, so this might, help both players. Might help Marcus Williams wake up and play better, and it might cause this guy Chansley to, hey, look, man, I really want to play in the NFL from day one. So this is a good pick for the Saints because this guy was a very good safety at the University of Florida. He was pretty good. Now with the other pick we had in the 6th round, we picked another safety, which I don't know, I was kind of perplexed about it. But they picked a safety out of Rutgers, Saquon Hampton. Maybe he's going to be a special teams guy. I'm not sure. Just doesn't make much sense at the pick of a safety in the 4th round. But hey, the Saints obviously think they have a need for him. Maybe he'll just be a camp body. Maybe he'll make special teams. Maybe he'll even be in the rotation in the lineup. Who knows? But it was kind of weird move for me to pick that guy. That was our 6th round pick. In the 7th round, we had two draft picks. We got tight end Alize Mack out of Notre Dame. We did lose Ben Watson for retirement over the offseason. And we did pick up Jared Cook in the free agency. So this guy might just Alize Mack is probably just going to be a spot guy, come in for a few plays during the year, give rest to Jared Cook. But I think it's a decent pick. This guy he's a decent pick. He can be a situational player where he comes in, give breathers and stuff like that because you gotta have that in the NFL. You can't play every down. So I kind of like this pick. I'm wishy-washy on it, but it's good pick. It's better than the other pick, the other safety that we picked in my mind. And the last one we had picked the linebacker out of Idaho, Caden Ellis. This might be another guy, and this might be another special teams guy. But you never know with 7th round picks. Some of them pan out. Not many of them, but some pan out and they become very good players for you. Maybe this guy will. It's a 7th round pick. You don't not really giving up much. So like I said, man, I don't know. It's a decent pick. I'd give maybe a B maybe. But for the overall draft grade, the Saints really didn't have much to work with. We only had handful of picks. Didn't have a first. Didn't have a third. Didn't have a fifth. I thought overall they filled some holes. I guess I'll give it a B, but you never know. I hate giving grades out because they haven't played one down yet in the NFL. But it was a decent draft for the Saints because I said they got some needs. They got a safety. They got a offensive lineman, and they got some guys that might play on special teams, and they got a tight end that might see some work in the regular season. So they got Eric McCoy, they got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Saquon Hampton, Elise Mack, and Caden Ellis in the draft. That's 5 picks. So it was okay draft for the Saints. Like I said, didn't have a first round, didn't have a third, didn't have a fifth, so didn't have that flashy pick. But look, if you can add depth to your team and fill holes in free agency, you've done well. So as always, thanks for watching. Who dat and go Saints.